How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 here, booking UFC 303. Forgive me, 303. Yeah, so we just had John Jones beat Biggie Boy Rosenstrike in the main event of UFC 300. Brandon Moreno still your flyweight champion. Amanda Nunes still your featherweight champion. And so we got a lot to do here. As a reminder, we got Gon versus Spivak, Chikadze versus Yair, Pettis versus Umar Nurmagomedov, Gastelum versus Neal, and then Edwards versus Chimaev. That's the main event of 301. 302 main event, not the greatest. It wasn't going to be the greatest. Yuri Prohaska versus Derek Lewis. That's the main event over in the Czech Republic. He was supposed to fight Murzakanov, but he's just straight up refusing to because Murzakanov is not popular enough. And so we're going to be booking 303. So first things first, we're going to take care of business, offer contracts, and then from that point on, see what fights we can book. And so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go and check the rankings first of all. Tuivasa at heavyweight moves up a little bit. Yair moves down. Kennedy into the top 10. That is interesting after his big win over, who did he beat again? Who did he beat? Johnny Walker. Where is Johnny Walker? Nowhere on here, which is crazy. So Chris Curtis into the top 20. Welterweight, nothing going on. We got Dariush moving up. Oliveira moving down at lightweight after he loses to Grant Dawson. Bill Algeo into the top 16. Dawodu moving up. Nothing at bantamweight. Flyweight, Hussier de Silva up. Mighty Mouse in at number 7. Featherweight, nothing. Aldana back into the top 5. Flyweight, nothing going on. Strawweight, nothing going on. All right, let's take a look at those emails. We're going to have a lot of shit. So a lot of it's just going to be contract renewals. Cody Stamen, we'll bring him back. Sure. I remember he lost his brother and fought and got knocked out. I feel bad for him over that. Not exactly why you're renewing his contract, but this guy, 3 losses. You can get lost, sir. Evan Elder, 0-2. He's got a fight booked though, so we'll keep him. We're paying him no money anyways. Chris Curtis, we are definitely bringing him back. Boom. Patty the Batty, of course we're gonna keep this bro. Look how fucking popular he is. That is insane. Ian Gary coming off a loss. We're definitely still gonna keep him though. He's popular for whatever reason. In the British Isles, Rafa Garcia will keep him. Bo Nichols been offered a deal. He's only considering our offer. Otman Zaitar coming off a win. We'll keep him. Jack Jenkins, 1-0. He's got a fight booked. We'll go ahead and bring him back. Renat, 2-1. Coming off a loss, but we'll go ahead and bring him back for another spell. Natalia Silva, 3-1. Coming off a win over Tracy Cortez. We'll bring her back. Not bad looking lady either. JPB's 1-3. He's got a fight booked, so we'll 2 more fights is fine. Hooker Lutz, 2-3. 3 out of his last 4 have been losses. And we're gonna let it was a loss, so we can be like, oh, okay, cool. Nicholas Mata, go ahead and bring him back for another 2 fights at the very least. He's got 1 scheduled already. Carlos Olberg, 4-1, so we'll definitely bring him back. Johnny Munoz, 3-2. He's got a fight booked. Bring him back at least 2 fights. Grant Dawson, getting an offer from Bellator. Seriously considering that offer. 25K. Cannot lose that dude. Alright, Larissa Pacheco. Definitely want to bring her in. We're going to have to give her a bag, even though it's for a division that is absolutely terrible. Charles Oliveira getting bids. Definitely want to keep this brother. One of the 2 offers he'd consider. Oh my. Gonna have to give him quite a bag. Okay, there we go. Hopefully we can still keep him. Waldo, he's coming off 2 straight losses. Heavyweight. You can go, sir. Aliev, 1-0. Yeah, we'll bring him back. Yaroslav Amosov. Ooh. We can bring him in. All right, let's make a very nice offer for Amosov, who is one of the best welterweights in the world. Vadim Nemkov as well is available. I like that. Gonna go straight in for him. One of the 2 offers he'd accept at 30,000. Gonna have to offer this guy the bag as well. Young-Sung Park. He's won a fight. We'll bring him back for an extra 2. All right. Aaron's 1 and 2. He's got a fight booked. We'll bring him back for another 2 fights. Miris Vidal, 2-0. Looks like she's ranked, so we'll bring her back. Stephanie Egger. Lost to Kayla Harrison, but we'll bring her back anyways. As long as she doesn't hit 500. Basically keep all of our fighters. Piotr Jan. Definitely keeping him, of course. Luis Saldana. Not the greatest. 2. Yeah, we'll bring him back. Obviously going to be keeping our bantamweight champion, John and Yan. Of course, we're going to bring her back. Jessica Rose Clark for an extra 2 fights. Ankalaev, of course, we're going to be keeping him. Figueiredo, he lost to Sterling, but we're still going to bring him back. Brian Boom Boom Kelleher, he's got a fight booked, and we love us some Brian Kelleher in this house, so we'll bring him back anyways. Nico Price has a co-main event booked. He's very popular for whatever reason. Marab, bringing back Marab. Julio Arce, coming off a win. Good for you. John Jones, of course, we're going to keep this dude. Fort McGee. Yeah, a little bit of a losing streak, but he's still low-level national, so we'll keep him around as a nice little journeyman fighter. He's fighting Shavkat. We got to bring back Bilal. Max Holloway, of course, we got to bring him back. He's coming off a loss to Super Sadiq Yusuf. Arnold Allen. Bringing him back. Tim Dirty Bird. Dirty Bird means a win and a loss. Give him an extra 2 fights. Roman Dolidze, he's coming off a win over Joaquin Buckley. Imavov, he's got a fight coming up against Darren Till. Danielle Wolf. I mean, why not, I guess? Woman fighter. Isriev. Bring him back an extra 2 fights. John Castaneda. 2 and 3. Bring him back for this fight alone. If he loses, he's probably gone. Matt Steamrolla for Avola. Of course, we're going to keep this brother. Bruno Silva. Yeah, an extra 2 fights. Matt Semmelsberger. You know, around for a while, apparently. He's like been ever since COVID, he's been a staple of the middleweight division, it would seem. Or at least the prelims. Justin Taffa. Parker Porter, he's got a win up against him. That's funny. Give him an extra 2 fights. I think we already offered him. Yep. Definitely going to be keeping him. Zhang Zheng Nan. Coming off a loss to Yanan Wu. We are going to take her off of that short list. Philip DeFries coming off a win over Todd Duffy for the KSW Championship. This guy always does rather well. Alright. Nemkov, yep. Amasov, yep. Daniel Cormier. No. What? Jojua beat Dudieva. Can we sign her? Okay. Cormier. What? Why is there no team broadcasting? John Anik. Joe Rogan. Daniel Cormier. What the fuck? What do you want, brother? Highest I'm going. Alright, sorry. Bye, DC. Okay, so DC is no longer on the team. So Paul Felder. Michael Bisping. Why not? Didn't realize that we had absolutely nobody broadcasting. That's rough, but I mean, the fans were just watching fights. Good for them. Okay, so all those contracts have been offered. Let's take a look at this now. Antonio Carlos Jr. coming off a loss. No thank you. Bill Davis. Number 6 light heavyweight in the world, coming off 4 straight wins. He's going to be retiring, so no thank you. Nemkov, yep. Sexyama, sorry. Kai Asakura at bantamweight. Would definitely like him for the Japanese audience. Beautiful. Low-level national in Japan. Not very popular in America. Amasov, yep. Miles Jury. No, I did not get Cormier to unretire. That was his contract for his broadcasting. And he did not want to sign for the max. I offered him $40,000 per fight card, but if he's going to be doing every single fight card, that would be unattainable. So he was like, I don't really need him. It's just extra money I'm spending. So no thanks. This guy's coming off a loss. No thank you to Miles Jury. Yep. No. Who are you, Vladimir Maniv? Middleweight champion of AMC. FNG. Yeah, we'll go ahead and bring him in. I hate it when they have a fight booked, because it's like, if they lose and they come in on off a loss. I don't like that. Baby Latov. Flyweights. He is... not sure. I'm good off that. No, thank you. Todd Duffy, no. Silva, no. Who are you, Kai Tang? Lightweight 15-3, coming off a loss for the title. No, thank you. Adam Borix. 30. He's coming off a loss, though. Right. Eminov, no thank you. Let's take a look. From Russia. Yeah. 2 and 2. And save, no thank you. And the rest of these guys, it's just going to be, yeah, these guys are getting ready to get out there. Uh-oh, the Hornet. Makashvili. This dude always kills it in my saves for whatever reason. Sam Creasy, he's having a good time. 30 years old, out of England. Flyweight, I like that. We'll bring that kid in. Soren Bach, out of Bellator. Lightweight, the Danish Viking. I like his vibe, so we'll bring him in. Right, so this guy's 10 and 0, flyweight, Kazakhstan, Brave champion. It looks like road champion. We like ourselves a good undefeated fighter, so we'll go ahead and bring in the kid. De Castro, Roman Feraldo, welterweight, 30 years old, out of Bellator. Oh, thank you. Romero Cotton. 7 and 1, all in Bellator. I'll bring him in. 2 fights. See what's popping with him. No thank you. No thank you to Cal Crutchmer. Ryan Bouland. No thank you. Nope. Herberth Sousa. Coming off a loss. No thank you. Blinkhammer. London, England. Aries welterweight champion. Bring him in. No. 2-0 in Ryzen. Nisalau. This guy usually ends up being pretty good. Alright, there we go. No. Is coming. Chris Avila. No. 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 5 and 0. Lightweight Dan Collins. Nah, brother. Get some more time in. Jimmy Smith, Steve Dawson. These are all announcers, so we're good there. So, contracts and stuff we got going. So now it's time to see about booking some fights. As always, we got 4 fight cards and then 1 pay-per-view that we are going to be booking. All right. And so let's go ahead and take a look and see what is possible here. Start with the rankings. Heavyweight, what's John Jones been up to? He's out for at least a month. Nothing really in sight for him. Murzakanov, we need to get him a fight. We need to desperately get him a fight. Jared Cannonier, new middleweight champion, is back in 33 days. I'll probably hold off on him. Welterweight, no. Lightweight would be Volkanovski. Featherweight's already got something going on. O'Malley, Sanhagen, is that finally happening? That's finally happening. So, let's take this pay-per-view to Arizona. In O'Malley's country. He'll be taking on Sanhagen. All right, so that's one championship fight. Royval and Moreno. Is Moreno good to go? 26 days? He can do that. Against Royval for sure. Let's just do it. Fuck it. We have a title fight to book, so let's just book it. Moreno versus Royval. I hope. That's the problem I came across last time. Is I did try to do this. And he would not fight Brandon. But he just beat Pantoja. So the hope is that he's a little bit more popular now and actually willing to fight him. Because there's nobody else. He just beat Mighty Mouse. Kai Kara France is low-level national, high-level regional in America. There's nobody else. Makayev, low-level national, high-level. So it's got to be Royval. Because what's Mighty Mouse? Mid-level national. He should be willing to fight Royval. He better be. Featherweight. Is Amanda Nunes back? 26 days. Bantamweight, there's really nothing going on. So we're good on... We can hold off on Amanda Nunes for a while. Grasso. We're still waiting on Blanchfield and Fior, I believe. No. We're not waiting on Blanchfield and Fior. Maverick. Grasso might not fight her. High-level regional. That's another thing. Grasso was one of the same issue. Shevchenko's fighting Shukagian. Grasso. What are we gonna have you fight Nunes? Brother, are we gonna have you fight? Can you fight at bantamweight? No. Doug Rose? Doug Rose against Grasso? Zhang Weili's coming off that loss, and I don't think she's even ready yet. 33 days, yeah, not even. Tatiana Suarez versus Doug Rose seems exciting. We're going to do it. And it's also a nice little buffer in case Moreno just refuses to fight Royval. So, 3 title fights for this month. Got O'Malley versus Sanhagen, Moreno versus Royval, and then Doug Rose versus Tatiana Suarez, which I believe is a very, 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 very good start. So, now let's start booking the rest of the month. Zhang, not ready. Esparza, 12 days, she can fight. Yaregui, 19 days out. Needs a fight. Fuck it. Let's do it. Barca versus Yaregui. Padroni, 5 days. And a Goldie coming off a win, 5 days. Do that. All right, so Padroni versus Goldie. Okay, Canuto coming in, 5-0 out of LFA. Might as well get her a fight. Denise Gomez, 3-1. Not really against ranked fighters. We'll just have them fight, Canuto and Gomez. Boom. And that'll do it for strawweight. Grasso holding off on her. Andrade just lost via TKO. She's donezo for a while. Tyler Santos is ready to go. So is Miranda Maverick, and that's what we're going to rock with. Has that happened before? It has not. Beautiful. Okay. Helen Peralta, who the fuck is this? 11 days. Antonina Shevchenko coming off a win. Her versus Karine Silva. Sure. Okay, so Antonina's got her fight booked. Good on that. Nunes is back in a month, right? Yep, in a month. We're holding off on her anyways. Cavalcanti beat Pani Kianzad, who's number 7, which is a very, very good win. She needs a fight. Aldana. 12 days. Yeah, fuck it. Cavalcanti versus Aldana. Lorraine Santos beat Lipsky, which is not a very great win, nonetheless. Tamiris Vidal, Macy Chasson, she's out for a while anyways. GDR, not back for a while. Lipsky, 33 days, we'll hold off on her anyways. Ashley Evans-Smith coming off a win. She just fought Bia Malecki. She'll probably need to fight up anyway, so we'll get Bia Malecki in there. Caitlin Vieira, 33 days. Jocelyn Edwards, no. We're just going to hold off. Featherweight, Kayla Harrison's got to fight somebody. Julia Budd. Is Josie Nunez good? She is not. They've never fought. Okay, we'll do that. Cool. Evelyn Martins, 12 days. Her and Carol Hosa. Cool. Aspen Ladd. No, she's out for a while. McCourt versus Egger. Cool. The rest of them can wait. We got that Roy Vol. No, Roy Vol's fighting him anyways. We're gonna make that happen. Let's see, Pantoja. 19 days, really, after getting TKO'd. Him versus Makayev makes a lot of sense. Mighty Mouse is out for 3 months. Pantoja versus Makayev is a really good fight, actually. Zifa Shang. Chong versus Nicolau. Askarov, is he ready? 40 days, no. Nacimiento just got himself a nice win. He's out for a while. Jeff Molina, who's 3-0. Seemingly he is good to go. Amir Albazi, who's 5-1. He deserves a fight up here-ish, so we'll go with him and Molina. Okay, Molina versus Albazi. Who did he last beat? This is his re-debut, so we're good there. Okay. Bantamweight, that's all happening. Aljamain beat Figueiredo. Him versus Marab, just to fuck with him. Sarah Longo fight team. Daryl Longo fight team, they are not going to fight. Is Figgy ready to go? He is not. Yoder Yan just beat Cheeto. Ugh, what a mess. He's got to fight somebody. Ain't no way he's going to wait 4 months for Figueiredo. He's got to fight somebody. Marab versus Yan or Fonts. It's going to be Yan. Alright, Fonts can fight somebody. Not Borisov, apparently. Javid Basharat. Dominic Cruz. Yeah, I want Rob to wait for Dominic Cruz because that'll be a little bit bigger of a fight. So we'll hold off on that. Basharat can fight Bexot if he's not even ready. So Rayoni Barcelos, 40 days he's out for. Sultan. We'll do Bexot versus Sultan. Zoldash Bekhoff. Interesting name. And then we're good there. Tricio Pitbull, 19 days. He's ready to go. Arnold Allen. Beat Josh Emmett. I like the idea of him and Pitbull. Brennan Loafnane coming in from PFL. He's going to go in 5 days. Max Holloway, not ready. Aaron Pico, 5 days. Super Sadiq just beat Max Holloway. He deserves a big fight. Yusuf versus Pitbull? Yeah, let's do it. Yusuf versus Pitbull. Loafnane needs a fight still, though. PFL champion coming in. Should get a big name. Korean Zombie. 12 days. Fuck it, let's do that. Alright, Childers. Five days for Algio. Excuse me. Taporia coming off that win over Barbosa. 19 days. Pico, it's way too young. Way too soon for him, I think. Childers versus Pico, though? No, because Childers should be fighting like Brito or something. Algio versus Pico. Algio's good to go, right? Yeah. Pico versus Algio. Max is not back for a while, huh? He's not. Arnold Allen? It's looking like it's going to be Arnold Allen. He just beat Max. He should be fighting up anyways. Arnold Allen just going to have to stay put. Taporia, I think same thing, because he has to fight up somehow. Dawodu, who did he just beat? Dan Ige, which is a pretty big fight. He's out anyways. Barbosa, no. Brito versus Childers. Alright, lightweight. Dawson. Okay, Islam's fighting Poirier. Dawson is out for 26 days, but he's waiting for Volk, it would seem, or an interim shot. Benil, no. Oliveira, no. Gaethje, who just got TKO'd, no. Ober, who just got TKO'd, no. Rebecki, who just beat Jai Herbert, who is not ranked, yet he is somehow in the top 10. Fazeev, no. Moises, 12 days. Carlos Diego Fajeda, who beat Dan Hooker. Him versus Rebecki, maybe? Just beat Michael Johnson. But he's ready. Rafael dos Anjos. Lost. No, he is not ready. Ugh. Moises versus Gamrot. That has not happened. Okay, so Rebecki versus CDF. And Moises versus Gamrot. And then we're good on the rest of that there. Welterweight Colby just beat Gilbert Burns. He's not ready though. Luke beat Max Griffin. He's out for 10 months. Evan Holland is good to go. Gilbert Burns just lost. Only out for 20 days. Neil Magny coming off a win. I like the idea of Holland versus Magny, which has not happened. Okay, Holland versus Magny. Burns can wait. Just lost. Mike Chiesa lost to Bilal. He's out for another month. He'll be good next month. Chaos Williams just beat Sage Northcutt, and he's out for 2 months. Okay. Jared we saw is out for a bit, or at least we're holding on to him. Robert's on hiatus for whatever fucking reason. Adesanya, 33 days, we'll hold off on him. Andre Muniz, 40 days, he'll probably be fighting Izzy. Baralho, 26 days, we'll hold off. Galidze beat Buckley 19 days, that he really should be fighting someone around here. Someone like Marvin Vettori. Galidze versus Vettori. Okay. Abasov, 19 days. I think we'll hold off though. Costa lost by split decision. He's on hiatus. Leroy Duncan, he's out forever. Chris Curtis, Jergen, he's out for a bit. Jack Hermanson just lost. Dominic Humberger, I love that name. 13 days. Joe Pfeiffer. Beat Curtis, and yet Curtis is above him. Abasov versus Pfeiffer. Okay. For Zakhanov, we need to get you a fight. And Goliath. 33 days. gonna have to be him, yeah? Rocket, I imagine, is not back. Yeah, 5 months. Kennedy beat Johnny Walker a month. Dustin Jacoby beat Jan Blachowicz. Is he ready? No. Reiner de Ritter versus Kennedy. Okay. Okay, Muslim Magomedov, 12 days. Jacob Nadeau. Longer. Kasanganai. He's fighting already. Dominic Reyes. 3 months. Rafael Xavier. He'll end up fighting somebody, but we're good for now. John Jones. Yeah, we're going to wait until next month, see what's kind of cooking. Maybe he'll fucking come down and fight Murzakanov. Biggie Boy, I doubt, is good. Yeah, he's donezo for 6 months. Malakin beat Nascimento, who's only ranked 18th, and he's already in the top 5. That tells you how good the fucking division is. Isaev beat Volkov, he's not ready. Rogerio de Lima, he's out 10 months. It should be Almeida, yeah. Oh, God. The absolute state this division is. Almeida versus Malakin. All right. And then that's really it. Stowowi versus Biachin, it looks like. Cool. Dunzo. So out of these, which are going to main events? I'd like to imagine Pantoja and Mikhaev can. Marab versus Jan, Yusuf versus Pitbull. Loafnane versus Zombie, maybe? Holland versus Magni, maybe? Sparsa versus Yaregui, maybe? Okay, how popular is Loafnane? High level regional, no way. Maverick versus Santos. High level regional, no. No, not Aldana. Harrison, maybe? Mid level national. Julia Budd. Mid level regional, no way. Pico? Not against Algio, though. He's only high-level regional. That's crazy. Moises versus Gamrot, maybe? High-level regional. Low-level national, but only in Europe. Holland versus Magni, it's looking like. Low-level national. Mid-level, yeah, it is, okay. Delidze versus Vittori, maybe? Mid-level national. Low-level national, only in Europe. Now we're good. Okay. So we have our 4. And so where are the fight cards at? Vancouver, Washington, Oregon, Mexico. So pay-per-view is going to be in Arizona. So we go California, Utah, Colorado. California, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico. Dunzo. This would be in May. Okay, boom. Week 2 of May. And we're going to Utah. And we're going to New Mexico and Colorado. Okay. Boom, and then in Arizona. Boom. Okay. And so out of these, which would I rather have on the pay-per-view? Probably Harrison and Bud, because I'd want to showcase her. So it's out of these. So Harrison Bud will be on that Arizona pay-per-view. And then out of these, I need to pick one more. Probably Loafnane versus Zombie or Pico Algio. Gonna rock with Pico. No, we're gonna rock with Zombie. Boom. Okay. Alright. And so, way before the Arizona pay-per-view, we have California, we have Utah, we have New Mexico, and then we have Colorado. Okay. Marab versus Yan. I like for California. Antosia Makayev. Go New Mexico. Holland Magny. And go to Colorado. Does Utah be racist sometimes? And then Yusuf versus Pitbull. We'll go to Utah. Okay. I don't know how the majority of Utah would handle a all-black main events. Has any that happened? Yeah. Usman versus Edwards, I guess. You know, sorry, Utah. You handled it pretty well. But we'll go ahead and start assigning random numbers. Okay, cool. So, number 4 is Colorado. They get Maverick versus Santos. They get McCourt versus Egger, which will probably right there because it'll probably end up being a prelim. They get Pico versus Algio, which is nice. They get Delidze versus Vittori, which is nice. And they got Almeida. That's a pretty nice card, actually. And so one more, yeah, okay, that's actually looking like a pretty good card. Kennedy versus DeRitter. New Mexico. Moises versus Gamrot. New Mexico. Almacon versus M. To New Mexico, that'll probably be a prelim. Martins versus Hosa. New Mexico, that'll probably be a prelim. Menudo versus Gomez will also probably be a prelim. And that's it. Okay. Petroni versus Goldie. The Utah, it'll be a prelim probably. Cavalcanti versus Aldana. Molina versus Albazi. Rebecki versus CDF. And Mirzakhanov and Ankalaev. That really should main event. It really should main event. Yusuf and Pitbull. Oh, I mean, they draw better, so what can you do? You know, he's just not popular. Just the Russian fighters, they never end up being popular for whatever reason. You got to put them on free TV. If you put them on the pay-per-views, you have to buy to see them, and who the fuck wants to do that, you know? For these Russian fighters that nobody knows. Esparza, Yaregui, Shevchenko, Silva. Oh, this is a terrible card. Yikes. Okay, so change of plans. We're gonna move this one. Okay. Okay. That one's going to California. Esparza, Yaregui, sure, you can head to California. Abasov and Pfeiffer. I mean, the rest of you can go. As prelims, so let's, what, 4 fights? Okay. Done organizing. Now it's time to put pen to paper. Let's do it. We're only an hour in, too. Usually it takes me pretty long, but putting it actually in action might take a little bit. So, we got O'Malley and Sandhagen. O'Malley, boom. For the Bantamweight Championship, yes. Okay, Moreno versus Royval. Royval's good to go. That's to be announced. Boom. Doug Rose versus Suarez. Boom. For the women's strawweight. Please be willing to fight her. Oof. Thank God. I was worried she was going to pull a fast one. Harrison versus Bud. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Really? How? Why? You fought Stephanie Egger. There is no one for you to fight, bitch. Do you want to just fight Nunes and fucking lose? Okay, so right now Harrison is tentatively fighting on this card. It's just not against Bud, apparently. Because it's just bantamweight. That's it. Those are your options. Am I gonna have to fucking bring someone out of retirement to fight Kayla Harrison? Like Holly Holm? Will she? Nope. And she'll fight at featherweight. Well, Ronda's coming back because she has to. Let me just see if these women will come back. Okay, Kunin won't come back. Paige will come back. I'll definitely have to counter offer for a shit ton of these ladies. Fuck it, let's just see if Joanna will come back too. Because why not? She will. Jessica I. Here we go, evil. Here we go. Ooh, ooh. Here we go, evil. Here. Really? Oh, okay. We're bringing back all the old ladies. Fuck yeah. Gina Carano, will she come back? Highly doubt she'll come back. No, she will not. Elise Herrig. She was mid-level or low-level national at some point. Good for her. Fetch Kohea. Really? She was only in strawweight. She was here for the Venom? Who did she... Volkevich? Okay. Screw it, we'll bring him back. Claudia Gadelia. What happened with her? Because that was... Yeah, 2020 was the last time we saw her. Did she get, like, pregnant or something and then just dip? Because in my last save, she kills it. Fetch Kohea. Not a fairy. Yeah, we're good on the rest of these ladies. So Ronda's coming back. Specifically to fight Kayla Harrison because Kayla Harrison does not want to fight anybody who is not popular. So it will be Kayla versus Ronda, which is a big deal. And will make for a good fight. Or at least it'll draw. So, cool. And then Loafnan versus Zombie. Which still needs to be fully booked. Okay. So, onward to California we go. For Marab versus Jan. There we go. They fought in 2023. Very, very recent. Because Sterling has obviously fought Yawn 2. Rob Font. Just lost him, Rob. Sorry, Rob. I doubt this is really going to be able to main event anymore. It might just be Ankalaev and Murzakanov now. Because they, I mean... Well... I might just have to force that one to be the main event. Just feed it down their throats. Like, these are really important light heavyweights, you guys. Believe me. Esparza versus Yaregui. That one needs to be fully booked. Abasov versus Pfeiffer. Okay. And then on the prelims, we got Shevchenko versus Silva. Very nice. We've also got Shang versus Nicolau. That should be on the main card, actually. Okay. Brito versus Childers, which is men's division. I know that much. And then we got Stavowi versus Biachin, which I'm thinking is in his light heavyweight. Heavyweight? There it is. Okay. Okay, cool. Utah? Or actually, hold on. Go back. We have one. So we need one more main card fight for this one. Let's go to females. Mackenzie Dern. Draw weight. For whatever reason is not ranked. Oof. Yeah. Put her up against Canuto. Give her a chance to get ranked again. All right, so yeah, we're good there. So let's head back to Utah. Yusuf versus Pitbull. Or excuse me, Pitbull versus Yusuf, it should be. Cavalcanti versus Aldana. Molina versus Albazi. Rebecca versus CDF. And Padroni versus Goldie. Okay. So we got 4 so we need 2 more fights for this one. Let's go ahead and check on the female, see if there's any popular ones. Not Alexa Grasso. None of these ladies, really. So, let's go to the males, popular ones. Yeah, Marab. Marab versus Cejudo? Hey, hasn't happened. Fuck it, let's do it. That's a really good fight, actually. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. And then one more. My boy Do Ho Choi needs a fight. So does Kevin Lee, but let's go with Do Ho Choi. Against Andre Feely. Okay, that's shaping up to be a pretty good card, actually. Like that. So we go to New Mexico now. Pantoja versus Makayev. All right, Kennedy versus DeRitter. Moises versus Gamrot. Need to wait on that one. Oh god, Almacan versus whatever the fuck his name is. It's on the prelims. Martins versus Hossa. Canuto versus Gomez. Okay. So good to go there. We've got 3 more fights to book for this card. In New Mexico. Winning streak, Caitlin Neal? No. Fuck it. Let's put Julia Budd on the main card because we don't know how much longer she'll be around. And we actually cannot. Sorry. Alright, Kevin Lee at lightweight. Versus Michael Johnson. Rock with that. Okay, 2 more. All have fights. All have fights. Charles Hossa at featherweight. Against Gavin Tucker. And then one more. Mike Davis. Went on a winning streak that I kind of like. Bill Hawes at middleweight. Bill Hawes at middleweights. Al Hassan. Him against Al Hassan. Boom. And we're good there. Done with New Mexico for now. Colorado. Colin versus Magny. Main show fight, but not a main event. Well, it's going to be the main event. Kiko versus Algio. Not ready yet. Maverick versus Santos. Delidze versus Vittori. Almeida versus Malakin. Prelim, it says that should be. Crazy. McCourt versus Egger on the prelims. And we're good. Two more fights for this one. Yeah, none of these ladies can be on the main card, unfortunately. Mike Davis at lightweight. Against Jared Gordon. There we are. All the main cards have been booked. Still a lot of stuff yet to be booked just because people aren't ready just yet. But pay-per-view does not look bad. We have Ronda Rousey coming back alongside a bunch of other ladies. That should be pretty interesting. But let's go ahead and book up the rest of the prelims here. Starting with California, we have one that's left to, so the rest of these can just be booked up straight up. Of course, we first start out with the hometown fighters. Brianna Van Buren, so strawweight and bantamweight. And I mean, bantamweight does not have very much in it, so this is just gonna have to do. She's at least fighting in her hometown. Brianna Van Buren gets her fight, and we'll have her go up against Angela Lee. A little bit of a challenge, but there you go. And then we have a lot of boys ready to go at it in California. So we have how many left? It's quite a few. So we can book up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like, and we can do all these guys. So Raul Rosas, first of all. Let's get him a fight that he can win, because we do want this kid to have a nice little future here. He's not a very big favorite against any of these guys except for Marceli Alves, so we'll do this. Hector Sandoval. Get him a fight, and versus Vinicius Salvador. All right, Borshev from California. interestingly enough. Cool. Let's have him go up against, yeah, Atmana Zaitar. Let's rock with that. Eric Gonzalez coming off a win against Carl Deaton. Good for him. Uros Medic. The rest of these are looking quite one-sided other than Natan Levy, so let's go ahead and rock with that one. Then we got Mike Malott at welterweight against Lyman Good. Boom! California, all booked up. Love to see it. Utah. We can book 9, so we got to leave 1. So, Utah fighters, Caitlin Neal, here we go. Making her debut in Utah. Wow, beautiful how that works. Ooh, not at catchweight, at flyweight. So let's see, who do we want her to face up against? Gracie Cortez? We want her to be favored, if possible, against Melissa Gatto. There you go, make your UFC debut with a nice little advantage, for sure. All right, any males? No. So, go ahead and do that 6 months ago. And then we have quite a few guys, and then Ariane Canalosi. So strawweights, and we'll get her a fight booked up right now. Ariane, boom. Right, she's a heavy underdog in any of these, so we'll put her up against Kiwi Juan. Sorry. All right, and then it's time for the men. Altamirano, find him a fight. David Dvorak. There you go. Oh, quick camp. Never mind. Don't want to have to pay you anything extra. Cabeza. Get him a debut fight against a struggling Jack Shore. Chersi Dudayev making his debut against Abubakar Nurmagomedov. Couple Russians going at it. Bruno Fajeda against Matthew Semmelsberger, who we just signed a new contract. Sasha Masafra making his UFC debut, not against someone also making his debut. Against Nikolai Nagumarianu, who's been here for quite a while. All right, nothing doing there, so let's go to 3 months ago now. Always start, of course, with the ladies. And there's quite a few. So, Anelia Toktoganova, former Rookie of the Year, it looks like. Love that. Making her UFC debut against Kanako Murata. Lauren Murphy taking on Vivi Araujo. All right, flyweight Suma Derji. Coming off a victory, he can fight this number 16th ranked guy. Very nice. Cody Stamen. We just signed him to a new deal as well. Versus Daniel Santos. And we just overbooked. So sorry, Pedroni and Goldie, you're just going to get cut. Okay, so good to go there. So we head on to New Mexico. Martins and Rosa. Okay, so those are good. So the rest of this we can just book up. So we first start, of course, with our hometown fighters. Anybody? Not there and not there. Okay. So 3 months ago, Now let's start from the back. Chase Sherman versus Michael Parkin. Quick camp, no thank you. Michael Budai, yeah, let's rock with that. All right, Felipe Lins versus Urbanavicius. Ian Heinisch versus Dusko Todorovic. Chad Laprice versus Munir Lazez. Oh, quick camp. Thank you. Josh Quinlan versus Michelle Peda. All right, Chidi Njokwani. Big underdog no matter who he fights. Let's just have him go up against Cedric Dumas. Drakkar Klose versus Joel Alvarez. Jonathan Pierce against Ludovic Klein. Beautiful. All right, so Colorado, we've got that we're good there, so we can just book that up. All right, so hometown fighter, I imagine we're gonna have at least one. JJ Aldrich at flyweight. Quick camp, but we're gonna have her make the trip because it is her home state. She would definitely do that. Take on Tracy Cortez. Give her an extra 7K. Boom, there you go. Zach Pauga at light heavyweight. We'll face off with the debuting Rodolfo Bellato. All right, and now let's go back to 3 months ago. Start with the ladies. Corey McKenna is good to go now, and she'll face off with the debuting Anna Palacios. Maria Agapova takes on Luana Carolina. David Dvorak, ready to go now. Take on Dennis Bondar. Bantamweight Montel Jackson versus Christian Quinones. Aviv Gozali making his UFC debut. Oof. Against George Hardwick. That's... no, I don't like that. Two good prospects going at it. I don't like that. Against Claudio Puelles, who's been here for quite a while. Chad Laprice. No, quick camp. Johnny Parsons. Against Preston Parsons. No relation. But that's funny. And then Linus against Marc-Andre Barrios. Boom, Colorado's done. Now we head to Arizona. Check for the hometown fighters. Any ladies? No. Any men? No, which is actually quite a surprise. 3 months ago. Boom. Start from the front. Chase Sherman ready for a fight. Let's give him Justin Atafa. Dmitry Minikov making his debut against Emilio Kiswa, 1-0. Middleweights Abdullayev making his debut against Andrei Petrovsky. Welterweight Chad Laprice now actually ready to go against Munir Lazez. All right, Luis Gustavo making his debut against Ignacio Bahamondes. Basharat now Kyung Ho Kang takes on Brady Highstand. Righty, not Jeff Molina. Maisara Muhammad making his debut against Cody Durden. Luke Boon Mi, no Luke Boon Yu, takes on Alexia Tai Nara. Back around, Clayton Rodriguez will take on Rafael Estevam. Daniel Zellhuber will take on Eros Medic. And boom, we are done. Okay, so what we've got cooking. UFC Fight Night in California. Main event supposed to be Ankalaev and Murzakanov. Over in Utah, main event expected to be Yusuf versus Patricio Pitbull. In New Mexico, main event expected to be Alexander Pantoja and Muhammad Makayev. In Colorado, main event Kevin Holland and Neil Magny. And in Arizona, we've got, I'll show you what we've got. Sean O'Malley and Corey Sandhagen unifying the title at bantamweight. Moreno versus Royval for the flyweight championship. We've got already booked up Rose Namajunas and Tatiana Suarez for the strawweight championship for the ladies. We've got Kayla Harrison going to be fighting returning Ronda Rousey. And Brendan Loughnane taking on Korean Zombie. That should be a very good card. That should be a very good card. Appreciate you guys for watching. I'm AZPlayo21. As always, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time for Gane versus Spivak, and I will see you guys at the fights.